Hello and welcome everybody back to League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and of course it's again Anno 1800 time. And now that we were finally able to build a bank, have our concrete production, and have now even more engineers in our city, it is time to prepare everything for the production of steamships. Because, well, we want to reach new horizons. And yeah, for that, well, we need more iron. And we already achieved that by building a power plant right next to a couple of iron mines. But that doesn't change the fact that we also need more coal. So, and we can get a bit more of coal here. And another bit of coal there. So, are there any more coal deposits that we need to tap? Oh, yeah. There's also one. Yeah, that should now really be all. So, what do the raw materials say? We have 12 tons of coal per minute overflowing, as well as 17 tons of iron. And apparently we are not producing enough quartz sand. I have a feeling. Yeah.
I had no idea I was so prolific. The finishing touch?
We got a bit too close. So, now we can see here. Yeah, we need heavy weapons. And we need steam engines. Or steam motors. Okay, so steam motors are actually quite easy to come by. That shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Yeah, here we got zinc and copper. We can use both for getting a proper brass smeltery. And again, we are waiting for steel beams. Just wow. Okay, now we need 6 tons more, and as we can see our share income is plummeting. So I guess, yeah, Carl is apparently financially not doing that well at the moment. Interesting, but he's not trying to fill in the gaps. So maybe his city will one day grow properly. So, and again, in regards of Bente, no engineers, no progress, only disappointment. So, I will simply build here another industry. I will reorganize it later anyways. And of course here we are also lacking the requisite materials. So how much tallow do we have? We have a bit, so that is not too harsh for us and not too hard. So we would not need much for that. So we just need some saltpeter works,
What
which
was
we
I
can
thinking?
get from a different island.
The
Like
fire
that one
is
here.
out of control.
Seriously. Seriously?
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Ah, our good old capital. It had the potential to be nice.
Ceasefire has ended.
Ceasefire has ended, okay. Let's have another
It's
one.
rare we leave any alive.
Oh, cool.
The fire left ruins behind.
So, for our saltpeter works. We actually don't even need that much. So, trade route, charter route. That is caoutchouc. There's no saltpeter.
Ready for a challenge. On our way.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Okay, and we might need a little bit of extra tallow, so let's check. We have more than enough pigs, so that we can just go for tallow production. Which we can simply do here to use the improvement done by the power plant, and we get here our share back, my friend.
Oh my. What tragedy for your island's natural habitat.
Is it really a tragedy, though?
You can't succeed without getting.
Cover your ears.
So that will be an interesting question. Do you have 100% efficiency or 200? You will have 200. That is good. And now we need more workers. So we get now here an additional line, and while we are waiting for more steel beams, we can also, at the same time, do some more road work here. So, well, that is now developing quite well.
Aye.
So you can unload your goods. And you are getting now all the saltpeter here, yeah? And that means we can now get here, the dynamite factory. Which produces one every 30 seconds. Which works with that, which works with that. Get the heavy weapons factory. So now we need to check if we are getting along with the amount of steel that we are producing. Yep, we are. Okay, nice. Now we got everything up and running that we need for producing steamships. It will just take an eternity before we can build our first battle cruiser. I still don't understand why the monitor is linked to investors.
We're only just above the median.
In regards of normal production, yeah, we are doing fine.
Things are somewhat humdrum.
So, we even do have oil deposits here. There and there. Okay. Now those will probably be our industrial islands later. Each of them supplying like 2 oil power plants. I might even want to increase the range of the power plants. We have a palace later. So, and since we got over 7 million, again, or can we just buy items here? Not transmute. I want to see if I can buy interesting stuff. Which seems to be a big no. Banter.
I'm sure you'd do a much better job with the place than I.
Oh, you can be sure about that. So, and you can go back to the old cap. How did I get that much influence again? Probably because of the loss of propaganda. Due to a new newspaper coming out. Okay, here we got the members club for the investors over here. So that's there. Now his city is being quite strong again. All this production for heavy heavy weaponry. Oh, look at that! We got a little Santa flying around. Nice. But yeah, all this production of heavy weaponry and so on was a real killer on our balance. So no real surprise there.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Fleet ready? Moving to coordinates. Attention for the Admiral.
So this entire group can now go to Eli. That reminds me, we now have champagne that we can also sell. So there's that. Pretty sure that is worth a bit of money.
New orders?
That is quite the fleet you have there, my dear Leonard.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Oh, Stockheim. Yeah, go on.
My life is my prison.
Okay, that is not as much money as I had hoped.
Ready the ropes?
Just how is
So,
your
what do you
conscience?
get here? Yeah, pigs. Happiness. Okay, animal farms. That is also nice.
Keep her constant.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment.
Yeah, for public moorings, that is nice. Here for clock workers. Bonus income from bank as well as happiness. I'm definitely not going to say no to that.
Just how is your conscience?
Steady her course.
God scourges those with something to hide.
Make sail.
Just how is your conscience?
Fix champagne cellar, rum distillery, and advanced rum distillery. Medicine plus 40. That might also be interesting. Additional penny farthings. And additional productivity.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment.
Ah, wait,
The
yeah.
Grecian Pact has ended.
I am not allowed to buy stuff anymore. Oh, I forgot about that little detail. So, diplomacy here when marching. I want a non-aggression pact.
reasonable, considering. Frigate first class.
Okay, so and here I got all the items that we can transport. We can already go to Crown Folds.
New orders, Admiral. Ready the ropes.
So you can also go to Crown Folds. As well as... I didn't want to set up a patrol. You can also go to Crown Folds.
Taking the initiative. Excellent. Tolerance, sympathy.
Frigate first class.
Taking the initiative. More flexible than you imagined. You are a credit to the Empire.
Ready the ropes.
Okay,
The
and you can
royal
also get
seal
items.
upon it.
Well, nothing too spectacular as it seems. Sheet of music, Anno 1800, yeah, that one we already got.
I am giving you work. Desperate to make something of yourself, I see.
Totally not
Please,
desperate
ready?
actually.
Fleet en route.
All in Her Majesty's name.
Plus 40% workforce, that is going to come in handy. Okay, that one I never saw beforehand. And you can now also go to Crown Folds. So, capture Lawney. How many items do we now get? Yeah, we are missing a bit of weapons, but we will soon have our better cruiser. Ah, Karl and Bente. With their little island empire here.
Will you be... Keep those gelatinous octopodes off!
Attention for the Admiral.
So... I can only hope that 5 ships are enough. I don't want your love, I want it to work. So, naval power we will never be able to lose with that ship.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So, and I dare to say that our production here is working quite fine. And that the amount of engineer workforce we are generating also works for me. So, and
Your
here
ship
now the
has
first
returned
ship's
from
coming.
its voyage.
Ready the ropes.
Your ship has returned from its voyage. Your ship has returned from its voyage. Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So, you've managed to muddle stations.
So, and you can now go back to Eli and see if he soon has also new stuff.
I find there is anything wrong.
Coordinates plotted. Frigate first class. Make sail. Steady her course.
Okay, then. Now we got a shitload of items, and some of them might prove useful.
Keep her constant. Make sail.
So, and here we get plus 8% happiness, which is totally not wrong. Because we need the additional workforce. And do we need the income as well? I'm unsure. Oh, it's 4,000 per minute, have it or not.
New orders, Admiral.
Oh, here we get the additional workforce. That shall prove even more valuable.
Steady her course.
With that, we got now 5,000 engineer workforce. Nice. And soon we get our first battle cruiser. And that will be a good ending point for this episode. Yeah, that looks like a good spot for the next town hall. And then we can then also add more items that increase our workforce, and then we should have like 7,000 to 8,000 engineer workforce. So actually quite close to the 10 that we want.
Frigate first class. You can rely on us.
I dream of better.
Oh, here we have now our 6,500. Here we have now plus 7% happiness. Alright, I forgot here. Bonus income from bank.
New orders, Admiral.
Now come on, it's our sweet little battle cruiser. I want it. I want to start the expedition.
Stations!
Ship constructed.
Ready for action. Battle cruiser ready.
So... and that is now our expedition ship
To your stations.
to Embessa. The Veen.
Don't come with doubts. Too many lie out there. No bitter end in sight.
So, what do we need? We need navigation.
Freshwater babes know that the rivers are but tentacles of the god that is the sea.
Navigation 30. Another navigation 30. And here with now diplomacy 25.
I want to look after everyone.
Okay, here we get now another diplomacy. As well as here. So there's not much more we can do. We won't have much faith. But we are well prepared with diplomacy. Again, I would love to see a summary here. So we have diplomacy 15 plus 20. So 40 plus 25 here makes 65. And navigation 30, 30, 15. That is fine. No, we need a few goods. Yeah, stuff that can be used as medicine as well. So, and our ship is now finally on its way.
Life here is rather static.
Okay, we got a bit quicker to Embessa than I had hoped. That's just perfect! Yeah, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up, would be a great feedback and highly appreciated. And if you have any direct feedback, questions or whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it all. And yeah, if you want, you may also join our community Discord. And of course, if you subscribe to the channel, you won't miss out on anything, because then you will receive a notification whenever a new episode is being uploaded. Of course, only if you have your notifications activated in the settings. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye.